similar to the hot spring that we saw earlier. It's just as that silica deposits on the inside of the hot spring, it builds up and eventually it'll build up a constriction, like it's done here, and that water will drain. The hot spring that we saw was a free-flowing system. This one has a constriction, so it's a geyser. The water down below heats up, new water can pour in, but no hot water can get out. So that water just builds pressure, until enough water down there is heated up, built up enough pressure to break that constriction, and then it erupts as a geyser like we're seeing right now.
Okay, you can put it.
Oh, there they go. I've got the video going here a little bit. I like to see them moving around. Sometimes they just hide, you know.
Oh yeah, we went to a zoo one time in San Diego, which is awesome. And
Yeah,
man,
they
we
do have a
didn't see
great zoo
anything.
down there, yeah.
I mean,
These are grizzlies at the Grizzly Center. They don't hibernate because they get fed, I guess, during the winter. But they have a couple of bears out here wrestling. That's fun watching them do that, huh? Oh, look at him. He's a monster, huh? She said it was 900.
Looking for fruits and veggies and other treats hidden under the logs and rocks out here. We do that so the bears have to search and forage for it, just like they would if they were out in the wild. That's good for their brains, that's good for their bodies to do.
So how much of their diet are they eating from here versus inside?
This is just a snack. They are getting the majority of their diet inside.
Do they ever succeed in swiping the ravens?
They almost never catch a raven. Pretty rare. Ravens are smart, they're fast, they can fly.
How many pounds of food do you feed him every day?
It just depends on the time of the year. It could be anywhere from just 5 or 6 pounds of food a day to up to 12 or 13 pounds of food. So they are going to eat more in the late summer and the early fall than they would in the winter. So this is actually the time of year when they're less motivated by food, and so their diets do go down.
And what's keeping them from hibernating here?
They do have food year-round, and so they don't need to hibernate.
Okay.
So they just figure that out.
That lack of food is one of the primary triggers for hibernation, so because they don't experience it, they are going to stay active a little bit longer. That'll happen naturally in bears in the southeast, like bears in Florida or Georgia. Black bears aren't going to hibernate, or not for as long. So here it's, of course, we control it, but any bear that's going to be able to find enough food won't hibernate or won't do so for as long. They occasionally do see bears active in Yellowstone in the middle of in the middle of winter, especially the warm spell, stealing food from
surfaces. One thing they're doing is they're actually making the scent portable. They roll around and the smell gets caught into their fur. It's a way to share it with the rest of their pack. And there they can decide if it's worth investigating further. It's also a way to disperse the scent. To roll around and it spreads the scent around, it weakens the scent. So they come back later to scent mark over it by defecating, urinating, scratching those feet that have the scent glands in the pads. And it's dispersed like that, it's easier to mask it, to hide it, and put their own scent back on top of it. And clearly, yes, they're both quite interested in the mink smell this afternoon.
Do they change coloring and so on?
The coat colors of wolves are not seasonally dependent. They change based on the season, but there's a tremendous variety in the coat colors. Wolves can be black, they can be white, most are some sort of shade gray. All the wolves we have here are gray in color, but we do have quite a variety of different shades of gray.
Stand like a people. Stand like a people. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl.
I have a video going. They're sure excited about going, aren't they? Yeah, just right. It's really long. Yeah, just right. It's really long, isn't it?